All right, so today we're going to talk about some dumb shit I saw on social media. And that dumb shit happens to relate to the World Athletics. World Athletics to introduce mandatory sex tests for female competitions, and the shit show that followed within the comment section of that post. Just to get just a tiny bit of housekeeping out of the way, if you are here, if you're a subscriber of mine, which I doubt it because I only have like barely upwards of 100, but if for whatever reason you came here for the gaming content, Raid, Shadow Legends, arcade games, whatever, I'm gonna leave a link in the description below for you. I did launch a new gaming channel. I have no content there. You can go there if that's what you came here for, and that's it, because from here on out, I'm running my mouth on whatever the fuck I feel like, and it's not going to have anything to do with video games, and you may or may not like what I'm about to say. So you want to stick around, fine, but if not, be warned. Okay, so anyway, for the rest of you, President of World Athletics said the testing is a really important way of providing confidence. And I'm just going to read the first couple paragraphs out of this article. World Athletics is set to introduce mandatory testing for anyone entering female competitions, verifying their biological sex. The group have insisted it is a necessary step to protect women's sport and address the gender eligibility issue. 2 years ago, they banned transgender females from events. After a World Athletics Council meeting today, president of the governing body, Sebastian Coe, announced that the group would adopt non-invasive cheek swab tests or dry blood tests. The test only has to be carried out once on an athlete. Okay, so that's the introduction. That's what they're doing. And the comments section is a fucking train wreck. And it makes me lose faith, makes me lose hope in the future of our species. Not that it's the only thing, because my faith and my hope has been dwindling for some time now. But this is just a stark reminder. The comment after comment after comment, it is the same fucking thing repeated. Why aren't they doing this with men? Why only with women? Clearly, this is a way for just old white men to get a closer look at pussy, even though they just said fucking cheek swab in the article, but evidently you were too lazy to fucking click on it. I digress. There's a good goddamn reason they're not doing it with men, because it would be a way. I mean, as much as we love bureaucracy, right? It would be a fucking waste of resources and money to fucking. Because look, dude, how many fucking female to male trannies do you know trying to go in there and compete with John Jones, trying to go in there and compete with top male athletes? That they don't exist, and if they do exist, they get rooted out at the fucking entry level because females comparatively have. There's no fucking comparison. Okay, women have no chance facing men against, and getting fucking the Billie Jean King comments about how she beat, what the fuck's the guy's name? When she was 30 and he was 60 once back in 1974, right? That's a fucking joke. It's just the same thing as saying Jake Paul beat Mike Tyson, right? Okay, it's not apples to apples, so fuck off, all of you, with those comments, all right? Women have no chance against men. We all know that. This is a basic truth that we have understood throughout all of human history until fucking recently. Okay? But now we have a bunch of retards in the fucking comment sections, mostly women.
Why aren't they doing it with men? It's sexism, further proof of...
I can't fucking take it, man. I can't fucking take it. And I guess I'm just venting here. This is, a lot of people would criticize, oh, you're getting into politics and you're taking a low-hanging fruit. This is your political commentary? No, it's not fucking political commentary. This is just me talking shit. Okay? This is, I don't even want to associate, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I could organize my thoughts a little bit better and try to figure out, is this a political issue or not? I don't know. It has become one. It has become one, whether I like it or not. And we can talk about the low-hanging fruit all day, but the low-hanging fruit fucking matters. Right? When there's this many fucking people who don't seem to fucking get it. Don't seem to have a grasp on basic human biology. 30, 40 years ago, there would not have been one person. If we hypothetically had the internet back then, right? If we can imagine that thought experiment, okay, there would have been no one with any level of confusion as to why men and women should not compete against one another in sports. It's just that, other than for the novelty, again, the Billie Jean King thing, okay? I mean, take the best female boxer to ever exist, put her against a prime Mike Tyson. What do you think's going to happen? Amanda Nunes, take her and put her up against John Jones. What do you think's going to happen? Okay, John Jones, it's not fair. It's not the same weight class. What do you think would happen? Put her up against Demetrius Johnson. What do you think's going to happen? Put two Amanda Nuneses against Demetrius Johnson. What do you think is going to fucking happen? Okay? This is a basic fundamental truth that we all understood. But, after decades upon decades of fucking left-wing commie bullshit feminist propaganda, now we find ourselves in a place where we don't understand the fundamental differences between the sexes. And it's I'm sorry, it's fucking aggravating to me. It's fucking aggravating. And I guess that's this could be a really quick video. I mean, because I'm not really saying anything of substance. I'm just bitching and venting. But I will say that there every once in a while, what you'll find as you peruse these threads, you get the occasional dumbasses, right? And some of them, what the thing that's really striking is that they're not, I'm calling them dummies or whatever, but a lot of them have good punctuation, good grammar. If you were to read their opinions on, almost any other innocuous issue, you would look at the grammar, you would look at the spelling, you would look at the sentence structure and assume that this is an intelligent person. And so, here I am calling them dumbasses, and it's like, well, then I have to really kind of think about what it is that I'm saying. Are they actually stupid, or is it something different? And if I'm being honest, it is something different. These people aren't necessarily inherently stupid. And I responded to a few of these. It's like, look, for all of you people out there that are questioning why we're not doing this with the men, why is this type of testing not being implemented within male sports? If you really have to ask that, if you don't just kind of inherently understand why, either A, you're lying, B, you're willfully ignorant or brainwashed, or hopelessly stupid. Now, I think the hopelessly stupid, that's the minority. I think the majority of people that are, propagating this are either being deceptive intentionally or just they're so fucking brainwashed. And that's the thing about brainwashing, about propaganda. It can have a very drastic effect, and it can impact anyone, no matter what your IQ is. Okay, I mean, you could have somebody who's 120 plus IQ who really doesn't understand the fundamental difference between men and women because the brainwashing has gone that far. Or maybe that might not be accurate. I don't know. I would have to believe that somebody with that level of analytical skills would be able to suss that up for themselves, but whatever. I think you get the point, okay? But you will, in this same comment thread, I did see one where a guy, into his credit, he admitted that he copied and pasted a diatribe from some fucking biologist who I can't name off the top of my head, but basically what this amounted to was, hey, biologist here, biologist has entered the chat, and all you people out there acting as that it's just such this simple fucking thing that's just this basic binary. Let me enlighten you with my fancy fucking degree and explain how chromosomes work and how genitalia forms and this, that, and the other, and let me obfuscate the issue by introducing the intersex into the equation, even though what I'm actually talking about represents 0.05 of the global population, of which 0.05 is actually trying to get involved in athletics, and let me use the exception to justify the fucking rule. Right? It's a fucking dog shit argument. Okay, I don't give a fuck that you're a biologist. Right? Oh, it's more complicated than you think. No, it's really fucking not. It can be in extremely odd cases. And you know what? You get somebody who the doctors can't even fucking figure out, this person born with a fucking dick and a vagina. I don't know what Okay, well, we'll fucking deal with that person when they come along, okay? And we'll make that determination on a case-by-case basis. But for now, since that, like, basically never fucking happens, it's just like the fucking same goddamn argument that they use when we're talking about abortion, all right? We're talking about pro-life, we're talking about pro-choice. Well, what about the 5-year-old that gets pregnant, okay? I knew somebody that was a coworker who had a boyfriend who had a niece who was 5 years old, and she got raped by some fucking uncle, and she got pregnant at 5 and was forced to see... Okay, that never fucking happens. Maybe it happened once throughout the course of human history. Okay? But when considering the billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of people who have ever existed, that happened one fucking time, and you're using that to justify the fucking rule? Fuck off. Okay? It doesn't fucking happen. Essentially, statistically, it's irrelevant. Shut the fuck up. Future self here, real quick to interrupt the original rant with some bullshit that I forgot to mention. It seems to me, when I see these arguments invoking the intersex, typically, almost like 100% of the time, these are arguments that are trying to push back against the need for testing. They are trying to counter the conservative argument, the right-wing argument, right? By saying, well, all you fucking meatheads out there don't understand that gender is actually a spectrum, and it's not this clean-cut binary, and we're gonna muddy the waters with all our fucking bullshit. Fine. Let's go ahead. Let's make that fucking argument. Let's go ahead and talk about how complicated it truly is, and how there are actual intersex people out there, and how there are some women that produce more testosterone than others, and how there are men that produce less testosterone than others. That's all fucking fine. What the fuck is your argument, though? What are you suggesting? That we don't test at all? Are you suggesting that we just do away with, separating sports by gender? Are you suggesting that maybe Holly Holm should be able to challenge fucking John Jones for a world title someday? Like, what the fuck are you getting at here? Because if that's the case, fine, we can do that. And you will watch every single WNBA player drop off the face of the earth. They will never fucking hack it. So, I mean, you gotta be careful here. Right? I want to know, what is your argument that we should or should not test? Because it seems to me, if you're saying that it's as complicated as it supposedly is, which it may well be, that's fine, all the more reason to do these stringent tests. And why, once again, is it more important to do it within female athletics? Well, because I've already fucking talked about it and exhausted it. So that all out of the way, just want to know what the fuck your argument is. Thought I'd throw it out there. Back to the original rant. And I guess that's it. I don't know. Is that all I wanted to say on the subject? I don't know. It's just fucking disheartening. And on this channel, let's talk about wrestling tier lists. Let's talk about pro wrestlers and who's the best. And let's talk about fucking, comic books and stupid fucking shit and whatever. My mentality up to this point's been fucking like, let's just talk about fun shit. I don't want to alienate people, right? I don't want to get this fucking right-left binary thing going. I don't want to be a fucking political commentator or anything, because God knows it's fucking, I hate it. I hate fucking politics. I fucking hate it. I am a politically minded person, sort of, kind of. I think if you're a certain age, you fucking have to be. If you're a fucking grown-ass adult, you got to pay attention. But I don't want to make it my fucking identity, But at the same time, it fucking bothers me. Shit like this fucking bothers me. And I sit and I fucking do my stupid replies. Maybe I have one too many to drink, and I get all fucking aggro or whatever, and I'm like, hey, fuck you. And basically, I say, in the comments section, I'm replying with the shit that I'm saying now. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait, and I wait to get fucking arguments back. And very rarely do they ever fucking come. Yeah, part of, that my ego wants to believe that, because my fucking argument is so sound that they can't fucking crack through it. And honestly, I think in this case, it is fucking true, because it gets them all fucking, there's like this cognitive dissonance that takes place, and they don't know how to fucking make sense of it. But then, there's another part that's like, I don't know. They're just probably just like me. Like, at a certain point, it's just like, I'm done fucking talking about this. I'm done. And, they'll probably write me off as some fucking bigot or whatever the fuck. And I'm not engaging with bigots, because that's what they've been trained to do. That's the thing about the left, is they've been trained to not even engage with quote unquote bigots. I'm not giving you a platform. Well, whatever. Fine. Be that as it may. I'm still going to offer my opinion. And it's not even a fucking matter of opinion. This is the thing, you know? And that's one thing some of my more politically minded friends would criticize me for. Yeah, I mean, dude, what are you doing? You're going online, you're taking a low-hanging fruit, okay? You're not talking about geopolitical issues. You're not fucking talking about economics, all right? The ins and outs of Marxism versus fucking neo-capitalism or whatever. All right, fine, fair enough. But the low-hanging fruit matters too. It certainly does when you reach a point in society where there's enough fucking people out there that can't understand the fundamental difference between men and women. Okay? So that's where we are. There's no resolution to this. You know, I was always of the mindset, if you're going to write a story, if you're going to do anything creative, write a song, whatever, you start strong, you end strong. You got to resolve something. Well, I'm not resolving shit here. I just wanted to vent. That's all this was about. And now I'm done venting, and I will look to you in the comments below. You want a part two, whatever, give me something. I'll talk to you later.